Have you ever stopped to consider the impact your actions have on the world around you? It's a question we often overlook in our daily lives, but it carries profound meaning. There's a powerful idea behind this, something that goes beyond the simple actions. We take a truth that connects our choices to the outcomes we experience. Now, have you ever wondered why sometimes what we do seems to come back to us in unexpected ways? Is there an invisible force balancing everything? The answer lies in the concept of character. Our actions create reactions. What we give to the world, sooner or later, returns to us. This principle goes beyond the laws of physics. It's a spiritual law. Think about a time when you offered help to a friend during a critical moment. Maybe that friend wasn't able to repay you right away, but at some point, you received help from an unexpected source, perhaps even from a stranger. This is how the law of character works. Our good intentions are like seeds we plant, and over time, those seeds blossom. If this content is making a difference for you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your engagement helps us grow and continue to provide meaningful content that inspires positive actions. Beyond physical actions, our attitude matters just as much. Being kind and treating others with respect reflects what we wish to receive in return. Although people may not always respond in the way we expect, it doesn't mean those seeds aren't growing. In due time, the universe responds. The key is to persist in doing good, even when the results aren't immediate. So what can you do today to start planting your own seeds of kindness? Maybe it's a small gesture, like helping someone in need, or simply showing compassion. What's important to understand is that every positive act, no matter how small, carries the potential to bring something great back to you. Now that we've grasped the idea of planting good deeds, it's time to bring this concept into your everyday life. Why not make it your personal mission to spread friendship, love, and respect wherever you go? Let's talk about the law of creation, which directly influences what we attract into our lives. Picture yourself as a magnet. Just as a magnet attracts metal, you draw in situations and people that reflect who you truly are, not just what you desire. If your energy is light and positive, your life will be filled with more joyful and peaceful moments. Similarly, if you are constantly surrounded by sadness or negativity, that energy will ripple outward and find its echo in the world around you. Looking to dive deeper into your journey of self-awareness and spiritual peace? Download our ebook Divine Essence through the link in the description. Begin transforming your life today. People often look for external sources to blame when things aren't going well, the boss who causes frustration at work, or the lack of good people around them. But the truth is, you are the creator of your own reality. If something isn't working, you have the power to change it. Don't just sit back and watch life pass you by. Take control and move forward. When an idea rises, follow it. When opportunity knocks, welcome it with open arms. You hold the power to shape the future you desire. But what about the people around you? There's a saying that goes, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Stop and think, who are these people? Do they inspire you or do they bring you down? If the answer isn't satisfying, it may be time to seek out new connections, people who are aligned with your goals and the person you aspire to become. Surround yourself with activities that enrich you. Listen to music that uplifts your spirit, and consume content that inspires you to grow. Your life is a reflection of the energy you choose to cultivate. While you can't control everything, you can control your attitude and choices. Don't wait for external changes. Start by changing yourself, and gradually, you'll see the world around you shift. If you feel sadness or frustration, ask yourself, what can I do to change this? Don't look for someone to blame. Turn inward and recognize that you have the power to alter your reality. Just like an artist molds their masterpiece, you can create the life you desire. You have the tools, the colors, and the power to design the future you've always dreamed of. All that's missing is the first step. Maybe the real obstacle is that you're not giving yourself enough time to prepare. Often we become so focused on avoiding problems that we neglect to face the real causes. Facing challenges head-on can be intimidating. But here's a fundamental truth. The moment you accept the problem, you've already traveled halfway toward resolving it. The power to change your life is in your hands. All the energy you spend running away can be redirected toward overcoming. Acknowledging that there's a problem isn't a sign of weakness. On the contrary, it's an act of courage. By doing this, you allow yourself to see things as they are, not as you wish they were. And that clarity opens the door to solutions and growth. Now take some time to reflect on your life. What's working well? Celebrate that. But at the same time, look closely at the areas that need improvement. Don't shy away from them. The good news is, once you identify what needs to change, you can create a plan to transform it. Maybe you need to acquire new skills, seek advice, or even make tough choices, like changing jobs or ending a relationship that no longer supports your growth. When you stop resisting and start accepting, you unlock the power not only to change the situation but also to transform yourself. Life shifts from asking, "Why is this happening to me?" to "What can I do to improve this?" And remember, you are much stronger and smarter than you give yourself credit for. Challenges are just stepping stones on your journey to becoming the best version of yourself. When you realize this, it's like removing a stone from your shoe. You can finally walk freely toward your dreams. Some people believe that changing their environment will solve all their problems. If I move to a new city, everything will be better, or if I get that job, I'll be happy. But here's the truth: wherever you go, you take yourself with you. If you don't work on your internal issues, no external change will bring you the happiness you seek. Your thoughts shape your reality. Negative thinking only attracts more negativity, while focusing on the positive leads you toward more fulfilling experiences. It's similar to training for a marathon. You don't just show up on race day expecting to win without having prepared. The real effort happens in the days, weeks, and months leading up to the race. Similarly, your dreams and goals require constant mental work. Dreaming big is essential, but it's equally important to plan the steps needed to get there. The key is in continuously improving your mindset. Leave behind what holds you back and focus on what lifts you up. Make decisions that bring you closer to your goals, not the other way around. And remember, growth is an ongoing process. It's not about one grand action, but about small daily steps. Let's say you want to become more confident. You might start with a simple practice every day. Speak words of encouragement to yourself. Over time, you'll notice yourself standing taller, speaking more clearly. That's progress. It all begins with a simple seed of positive thought, nurtured daily through intentional actions. This is the law of responsibility. Think of it like driving through a storm. You didn't choose to be caught in it, but how you decide to handle it is entirely up to you. Do you slow down, wait for the storm to pass, or push forward with determination? In life, we face all kinds of storms, and while we can't control the weather around us, we have full control over how we respond. When chaos takes over your life, that's the moment to reflect. What is my role in all of this? Maybe you're dealing with a toxic relationship or a draining job. It's easy to blame external factors, but the law of responsibility asks us to look inward. Even if you didn't create the problem, it's your responsibility to decide how to face it. Your reactions, emotions, and next steps are in your hands. Taking responsibility for your part in challenges can be tough, but it's incredibly empowering. The moment you accept your role, you gain the power to change the situation. Look within and ask, what can I do differently? Taking responsibility isn't about punishing yourself for past mistakes, but about learning from them to create a better future. You can't change what's already happened, but you can choose what to do next. Every lesson becomes a stepping stone, not a weight holding you down. This leads us to the law of connection. Every choice you make, every action you take, contributes to the larger mosaic of your life. Small things, like leaving a bit earlier, choosing a healthier meal, or starting a new friendship, all these decisions are interconnected. They may seem insignificant, but over time they shape who you are and mold the future you're building. The good news: every moment is a fresh opportunity to shape the direction of your life. If you want to break a habit or learn a new skill, start now. It's tempting to look at others' success and think it happened overnight, but the truth is, every achievement is the result of countless small actions connected over time. Your path might look different, and that's perfectly okay. The key is to keep moving forward, step by step. Never underestimate the power of small actions. A simple act of kindness can transform someone's day. An apology can mend a relationship. In the same way, every positive step you take today is creating your tomorrow. Connect the dots, and before you know it, you'll be living the life you've always dreamed of. Finally, we arrive at the law of focus. In the midst of countless distractions, social media, work demands, family responsibilities, focus is one of the most valuable assets you can possess. Why is focus so important? Because when you concentrate, all your energy is directed toward a single goal, and that's where the magic happens. The deeper you dive, the greater the results you achieve. If your dream is to become a musician, for example, you'll need to devote your time to what truly matters, practicing, studying, and networking within the music industry. You can't do that if much of your time is spent on distractions like TV or endlessly scrolling through your phone. The power of focus also applies to your emotions and mind. Now, imagine channeling all the energy you spend worrying, doubting, or feeling afraid into something constructive like acquiring a new skill, improving your health, or strengthening your relationships. How much more could you accomplish? How much happier would you feel? Focusing on the positive not only boosts your performance, but also brings you closer to your goals. When we face difficult situations, it's natural to feel overwhelmed or frustrated. But what if, instead, you changed your focus? What if you asked yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I make the most of this situation? By focusing on the lessons within challenges, you turn obstacles into opportunities. The beauty of focus is that it works like a muscle. The more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. Start small, choose one task, one goal, or even one positive thought and give it your full attention. Over time, you'll find it easier to filter out distractions and focus on what truly matters. Remember, where your focus goes, your energy flows. And where your energy flows, that's where transformation happens. The law of focus is an invitation to explore and harness this incredible power that you hold. Now let's move on to the law of giving and hospitality. Think about that warm, comforting feeling you get when you help someone, whether it's offering your time, a smile, or even a small amount of money to someone in need. That feeling is the universe's way of telling you that you're on the right path. The beauty of giving lies not only in what you do for others, but in what it reflects about who you are within. Want to dive even deeper into your journey of self-awareness and spiritual peace? Download our ebook Divine Essence through the link in the description and start transforming your life today. True growth isn't measured by what you accumulate, but by what you share. Real wealth isn't about material possessions, it's about having a heart that's ready to give. You might think you don't have much to offer, but giving isn't just about money or objects. It's about sharing your time, your wisdom, and even your attention. A listening ear, a word of encouragement, or a simple act of friendship, all of these are incredibly valuable and can make a huge difference in someone's life. You've probably heard the saying, the more you give, the more you receive. While it may sound contradictory, this is one of life's most beautiful truths. When you give without expecting anything in return, you don't become empty. In fact, your life becomes filled with joy, peace, and purpose. This law teaches us that giving is also a sign of maturity. Mature people know that life is not a solitary journey, we are all connected. By lifting someone else up, you lift yourself as well. But here's an important point, true giving comes without expectations. There's no tracking, no keeping score. It comes from a place of love and genuine generosity, with no strings attached. That's why this law is deeply tied to hospitality. Being hospitable means making others feel welcome, valued, and respected. Whether it's opening the door to your home or simply opening your heart, hospitality is about sharing what you have, whether it's a lot or a little. When you live by the law of giving and hospitality, you begin to make the world a better place, one act of kindness at a time. And as you continue to give, something remarkable happens. You discover that true wealth is found in the act of sharing. As you begin to practice the law of giving and hospitality, you'll notice a transformation in your life. Slowly but surely, you'll start to attract positivity and abundance in ways you may have never imagined. Opportunities will arise, meaningful connections will form, and your life will be enriched in surprising ways. So the next time you hesitate to give, whether it's a compliment, a helping hand, or a bit of your time, remember this powerful law. Giving isn't just an act of kindness, it's also a path to personal growth. By extending your hand to help others, you illuminate not only their lives but your own as well. Every generous gesture you offer sends ripples through the universe, ripples that will come back to you in the form of blessings. So don't be afraid to give freely and with an open heart. You'll be amazed at what life gives back to you. Often, a single act of generosity is the starting point for a fuller life and a more harmonious world. If you're enjoying the content so far, leave a big thank you and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any updates. Your participation means the world to us. Now let's talk about the law of presence. Life is, in fact, a balancing act. We often hear advice like learn from the past and plan for the future, and these sayings hold value. But too often we forget the most important moment we have, the present. Think about it for a moment. The present is the only time over which you truly have control. You can't change what's already happened, and the future hasn't arrived yet. So, what you do right now is what truly matters. The present is powerful because it's where your life actually takes place. You may have grand dreams, but if you're not taking action right now, they will remain just dreams. Similarly, dragging past mistakes without learning or correcting them allows yesterday to invade your today and tomorrow. Being present doesn't mean ignoring the past or the future, but rather using them as tools to enrich the now. The past is a source of valuable lessons, a library of experiences where you can revisit old chapters and find new understanding. Take what you need and bring it into the present. The future, on the other hand, is your guiding star, the light that directs your steps. Dreaming and planning are essential, but don't get lost in tomorrow. Ask yourself, what can I do today to bring myself closer to my dreams? To apply the law of presence effectively, develop the habit of focusing on the now. When you notice your mind dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, gently bring yourself back to the present. Focus on your body, your breath, the sounds around you, anything that grounds you in the current moment. And remember, every choice and action you take happens in the present, and those choices heal your past and brighten your future. Now, let's talk about the law of change. You've probably heard the saying, if you keep doing what you've always done, you'll keep getting what you've always got. This simple phrase holds profound power. It's a call to anyone who feels stuck in a repetitive cycle. Whether it's a job that seems to go nowhere, a relationship that drains your energy, or a habit that's hard to break, the law of change offers the path to freedom. Imagine your life as a movie. If the scenes kept repeating over and over, wouldn't that be boring? The good news is that you have the power to rewrite the script. You can direct a new scene, add new characters, and most importantly, change the direction of your story. You are the writer, the director, and the star of your life's movie. If you don't like how things are going, it's time to call cut and switch the scene. Make your life a true Hollywood film, a story of triumph, transformation, and continuous growth. The first step to embracing the law of change is developing awareness. It's crucial to recognize what isn't working in your life. Take a good look around you. Are there patterns that keep repeating? Perhaps you find yourself in similar relationships or facing the same types of problems at work or in your personal life. Once you see these patterns, you can no longer ignore them, and that's a good thing. Awareness is the first step to any meaningful change. The second step is desire. You have to want the change. It can be tempting to stay comfortable even in situations that aren't ideal. The unknown may seem scary, but the rewards are often worth the risk. The desire for a better life will be the fuel that drives your journey toward transformation. The third step is action. No change happens through desire alone. You have to take action. Whether it's taking a course, seeking professional help, setting boundaries, or embarking on a new adventure, action is what turns ideas into reality. Small, consistent steps lead to significant results over time. In the beginning, they might seem insignificant, but when you look back, you'll see just how far you've come. Finally, be patient and kind to yourself throughout this process. Change is often messy and can be frustrating. Sometimes you may take 2 steps back for every 1 step forward, and that's okay. The key is to keep moving. Failure only occurs when you stop trying. Now, let's talk about the law of patience and reward. If you're seeking instant success or a quick fix, you may find something temporary, but it won't be lasting. True results, the ones that change lives and that you dream of, come from a consistent and patient approach. Think of a bamboo tree. It spends years developing a deep root system before it even breaks through the soil. But once it does, its growth is extraordinary. Just like the bamboo, you are developing your roots every day you persist, every day you continue to fight and improve. How many times have you thought about giving up? The road may seem long and tough, and the struggle overwhelming. But it's precisely in those moments that you need to remember the power of patience and reward. Think of it as a contract with your future. The effort you put in today, tomorrow, and in the days to come will lead to rewards that last for years. However, the journey of patience is often marked by frustration. Results aren't always immediate, and that can be disheartening. It's like going to the gym for a week and feeling frustrated because you don't see instant results. Growth, whether physical, emotional, or spiritual, takes time. The road may be long and challenging, but when you finally reach the top, the view will be incredible because you'll know that every step, every effort, brought you to that glorious moment. Stop measuring your progress against someone else's yardstick. It may seem like others are further ahead, but you don't know the path they've walked. They may be on a completely different journey, so why compare? Instead, focus on your own path. Every small step you take is a victory. Celebrate those victories, no matter how small. They are the building blocks of your future success. And by acknowledging each milestone, you're building the confidence and resilience you need to keep growing. Learning to cultivate patience goes beyond simply waiting for destiny to deliver what we desire. Patience is an ongoing action, a daily commitment, understanding that each piece of the puzzle will eventually fall into place. Trusting the path you've chosen is essential. Even when you can't see the full picture, you carry within you an immense strength, constant determination. Though your goals may seem distant at the moment, every daily effort brings you closer. And remember, even in times of apparent stagnation, you are laying down deep roots. These solid foundations will support you when you're ready to reach unimaginable heights. Reflecting on purpose and inspiration can shift our perspective. Too often we focus only on our personal gains and losses. But what if, instead of asking what we can receive, we asked ourselves what we can offer? How can we contribute to this vast, complex mosaic of life, enriching not just our own journey but also the paths of others? When our actions carry meaning, they transcend our individual existence, impacting others in surprising ways. Think about a teacher who ignites a love of reading in a child. That simple act could inspire future writers, educators, or lifelong learners. Or the nurse who not only provides physical care but also offers emotional support, transforming a hospital environment into a space of human connection. These meaningful acts inspire and remind us that each of us has the power to add value to the world. Even a smile shared with a stranger can brighten someone's day. Living with purpose also means aligning our daily actions with our values. Are we making decisions that not only push us toward our goals but also uplift those around us? Being a source of inspiration doesn't require grand gestures. It can be demonstrated in friendship, resilience, and attentive listening. Sometimes we don't lead but instead help others find their own way. As you wake up each day, reflect on how your actions can benefit not only yourself but also contribute to a greater good. Don't underestimate the impact of living in a way that enriches the collective. This is one of the most rewarding ways to live. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss new content. And leave a comment below about what topics you'd like to see in the next video. See you next time.